It's an issue the city of Golden Valley has considered for more than a year. One that is considered a really important tool to create more affordable and senior housing options. This week, the Golden Valley City Council approved legalizing so-called accessory dwelling units. That is the formal name for residential units that have also been called in-law suites, guest cottages, or granny flats. They can be part of an existing single-family home or freestanding on the same lot. Such dwelling units are an important issue in Golden Valley, where 20% of the city's population is age 65 or older. That's according to recent census figures. A city survey showed a majority of residents were supportive of the idea.
I live in a neighborhood that has a lot of senior citizens that are very concerned about what's going to happen. And they don't want to have to leave. They don't want to leave Lindsay Street.
As we're facing affordable housing challenges currently, I think cities like us need to be very, very adaptive to what we can do to provide as, more housing options for residents.
Under the ordinance, units must be no larger than 950 square feet or 35% of the main home's livable square footage, whichever is less. Detached units would also only be allowed on lots over 10,000 square feet and be restricted to side and rear yards. The ordinance will take effect within 2 weeks. There are 3 finalists for the position of Crystal City Manager. This comes after the retirement of City Manager Ann Norris, who had served as City Manager for 22 years. The 3 finalists are Adam Bell, the City Administrator with the City of Bayport, Minnesota for 6 years, Aaron Quaker, who is the City Administrator for Fairfield, Iowa, and Mark Ray, who is the current Director of Public Works and City Engineer for the City of Crystal. The City Council will have a final interview process on Wednesday, November 16th. Healing from a traumatic experience can take on many forms. As Delane Cleveland reports, a local organization is hoping that a new partnership with the Three Rivers Park District can help people find healing through nature.
Being outside, it heals me a lot. It centers me, it grounds me in who I am.
On an unseasonably warm fall day,
I like being outside because I can see the beautiful fall colors. Come on, y'all!
It's a perfect time to get outside for a bike ride.
5, 6, 7, 8. Yay!
Spend some time by the water.
I like the beach. I got to play in the sand with my friends.
Okay, give me your hand.
Or even to try something new.
All right, ready?
Like walking on a slack line set up between 2 trees.
It's a really great core workout and balance.
One thing many of these families gathered at Fish Lake Regional Park have in common is that, in some way,
I have had tough times.
they've been directly impacted by gun violence.
You hear the ambulance coming, but they're not close.
There's so many people here who've come out who've lost their brothers, sisters, sons, fathers, mothers, and we just try to find peaceful things to do.
For the past year, the Three Rivers Park District has worked with an organization called Innovative Solutions on a program that brings people suffering from the trauma of gun violence into the parks.
We partnered up with them, hoping to have an outdoor avenue for them to come out to heal and to kind of be away from that trauma and that violence that a lot of families experience where they're living. And so we want to bring them out, connect them to nature.
The inner city doesn't always have the same kind of recreational opportunities as a regional park.
Further, keep going. All right, look straight down the arrow.
So the organizers wanted to use this opportunity to help them explore all the possibilities the parks have to offer.
Right there.
Canoeing and fishing and, things that you don't get to do in the city. Just a chance to get away, from the inner city.
We bring them in to talk to them to see what's going on. We care about them.
Recovering from trauma takes time. But the hope is that an event like this can, at least for a brief time, help with the healing process.
Good food, good time, good spirits, good vibes.
It's moments like these that we cherish when we can come together in the community and kind of celebrate life rather than mourning a life being lost.
In Maple Grove, Delane Cleveland, CCX News.
Students at Maranatha Christian Academy are getting hands-on business experience without having to leave the classroom. In today's School Spotlight, reporter Sonia Goins shows us the school's unique class program.
Any chance we can do a little inventorying?
Juniors and seniors at Maranatha Christian Academy are getting a one-of-a-kind learning experience.
Do we think we're going to be able to to get a part manufactured before end of hour.
Mustang Enterprises is a student-run business.
Yeah.
The class is like a custom fabrication shop.
We're able to 3D design, CAD, prototype all kinds of things, printing, large format printing, laser engraving, graphic design.
The young professionals design, manufacture,
because she wants it this big, but we just don't have a heat press big enough to get it that wide.
market, and sell their items.
I'm making deals, providing orders for people. I mean, we all are.
Jackson Mueller and his partner are making coasters out of wood and other materials.
We're working on many products that have Minnesota logo, Minnetonka, if it's the combined Minnesota and Wisconsin.
They partnered with a local boutique.
We sold them some of our productions, and then they sold it in their store.
Some of the students on the manufacturing side of the business already have professional engineering certificates.
How are we doing with our dental tool here?
The scholars are busy recreating a dental device for one of their customers.
So we're re-engineering this in SolidWorks and CAD, and then going to 3D print using some unique materials.
Some of the students work on the marketing and sales team.
They're going to be the ones doing those email correspondence and working with clients.
The future entrepreneurs are getting real-life business experience without taking the risk of starting and running a company.
It feels like real-world experience, but I'm still in high school. I don't have to worry about being stressed out and just getting thrown into the fire.
In Brooklyn Park, Sonia Goins, CCX News.